Hey everybody. Sorry it's been so long since I've made a video. A lot has gone on in the last several months. So I know I'm way behind on Lord of the Rings. I already finished reading it, of course. So now we're just gonna do these deep dives. So let's just get into the next chapter, the Great River. Now in this chapter, there's a lot of them just floating down a river in boats, right? And of course, in this chapter, you get a feeling of watchfulness. Like, obviously, Gollum is still following them. They see, black swans, which are usually representative of evil in Lord of the Rings. Like the white swans, of course. I believe we saw them in the Lothlorien chapters. Always, symbolic of good. The elves use, swans as like a symbol. Yeah, not really much goes on here. Like I said, Gollum's still following them, and of course they start talking about time in Lothlorien, and Sam mentions Galadriel's ring, or Frodo mentions Galadriel's ring, and everyone's like, hey, we really shouldn't talk about that outside Lothlorien. Pretty sure that was in this chapter. Yeah. They are obviously, orcs are following them as well on the east bank of the river. And one night, orcs start shooting at them. And so Legolas starts shooting back. And this big black shadow comes across the sky. This bird-like thing. And one of the members of Fellowship is like, it reminds me of a Balrog, and Frodo's like, I don't think it's a Balrog. And of course we do find out later, it's not a Balrog. It is one of the Nazgul, who are now flying on winged steeds, so they're watching them again. And of course at one point, towards the end of the chapter, they come across the Argonath, which is the gates of Gondor. And two stone statues, one of Isildur, one of his brother Anarion. Now, in the movies, of course, it's Elendil and Isildur. Anarion isn't mentioned in the movies at all. I know he's either mentioned or shows up in the Rings of Power. I don't remember. And of course, the Argonath calls to mind that, obviously the Colossi of Memnon, which is even mentioned in the Lord of the Rings Reader's Companion. So Gondorian culture, it's kind of similar to Egyptian. Like even the crown of the king is basically the crown that the pharaohs wore. The hat, the crown with the thing pointing out. But theirs has eagle's wings. Didn't the pharaohs have that too? I don't remember. But yeah, now, of course, at this point, all the Fellowship knows that Gollum is following them. And, that's pretty much it. Like I said, not a whole lot goes on in this chapter. But every chapter is important in this book. And I know the next chapter is probably going to be not much better. But there's something that goes on, and I will talk about the differences with the movies and stuff, because obviously the movies are a big part of this. I think I love the movies. Say what you want about other stuff, but I have to talk about that. But that's it. So sorry about taking so long, but I'm back, so enjoy this video and I will talk to you later.